Thank you. Every now and then we have to acknowledge our corporate sponsors in the expensive seats up there. Thank you. They pay double, but they got waitress service and all sorts of stuff going on. Okay, so I'm just realising how these songs are all connected. I'm living in the middle of Exeter. The Bobby on the beat for us was a guy called Jeff Bamsey. And he said, look, if you want to go to a lovely place on Dartmoor, find a place called Poundsgate. Go swimming there. But go and say hello to my mum. I got this wrong the other day. I called her the postmistress. The postmistress. And in the little village of Poundsgate, he said, go and say hello. And so we went, 5 or 6 years old up to Poundsgate. I think the car probably broke down on the way, but I never realised how icy cold the water would be, even in a lovely summer's day. So we went for tea with Mrs. Bamsey after, and she cheered us up with the expression, well, you've got to remember, because the river does claim her heart every year. So, well. Cheerful old soul, but it is almost, I believe, true that most years people will lose their lives in the river, because in a second it becomes a raging torrent. And as someone who completed 2 out of the 10 tours, I know what I'm talking about. The most unsuccessful expedition in the history of Exmouth School. They had to be rescued by the Marines. Having camped for the night in the middle of Grimpound Mire in the middle of a storm. Anyway, more of that later. So anyway, I took this thing that Mrs. Bamsey said, the river Dart every year claims a heart, as a basis of a song of about a farm lad who falls in love with a farmer's daughter. And the family object to the growing romance. So what right do families have to object to things like that? You may ask. Cruel River. On her father's farm, long hours of labour in the hills. I was sharp of mind and strong of arm. He blessed the day he found me, saw me as another son, raised me as his own until his daughter's love I finally won. And he cursed the light around me, crying, darts, cruel river darts. Every year you claim a heart, you've taken hers, you've broke mine. You cruel, cold river. Arm in arm out on the bridge, we lay together in the sun. It was beneath the Tor, it was beyond the bridge, that in her arms they caught me. One brother kept my love at bay, 2 brothers held me firm and strong, and then he fell upon me in such a rage, and a bitter lesson there he taught me. And he cried, darts, cruel river darts. car park